Good morning. Welcome once again to Love Wins Live Forum. My name is Rona Capili Bonifacio and it's February. It's officially Feb-ibig. Kaya naman, of course, this morning we have newlyweds joining us. But before I call them in, good morning, Miss Sharon.
Yes, good morning, Rona, and good morning to our viewers who are watching us today on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Happy Love Month to all of you.
Yes. I hope you have plans for Valentine's, and if you don't, you still have about a week left since next week pa naman yung Valentine's Day. Although syempre, love is not contained to next weekend. You can always celebrate all week long. And that's what
Yes,
we're here to do,
every
of course.
day.
Yes, at the Love Wins Live Forum. Nasa title pa lang nga ng ng show, Love Wins. So everyday love wins, especially in marriage and in weddings. And Miss Sharon today is actually, of course, I've called her in because she's always opening this show with me. But today, I get to have the fun of being the queen of talk next. Today's interviewer, because our guest this morning actually are newlyweds and they're no stranger to the Love Wins Live Forum because they were here with us last year around June, okay? And this couple whom we are guesting this morning actually just got married less than a week ago, mga 6
Last
days
Monday.
ago.
Monday,
Last Monday, that's right.
February 1.
Yes. And so talagang newlyweds kung newlyweds. And of course, you're going to see the newlywed glow. And last year when they first came onto the show, their wedding plans were in the air because naapektuhan po sila ng una ng taal, pangalawa no, of course, the pandemic. But as they have come back today on the show, they are holding the banner for Love Wins and saying, #tuloy niyo po ang kasal niyo. And they will tell us how they did it and, how everything went. And themes and motives actually, and Miss Sharon was coordinating this wedding. If you're not aware, before themes and motives became themes and motives, the bridal fair organizer, okay? Miss Sharon has had her hand, of course, at coordinating weddings. Ayan. So, medyo nag-flashback ng slide si Miss Sharon because, of course, this
Going back to my roots.
Yes. And syempre, it's hard to say no to a couple who's close to you, diba? Who's dear to you and you'd love to be part of, syempre, the wedding of people very close to you. Ayan. So if you have questions for how they did this wedding, and you can also send this stream, no? If you know somebody who's planning their wedding and they're trying to figure out ano ba yung importante, what are the things we shouldn't miss, please do share this stream. You can share it on your wall or share it or send it to your friends via Messenger. Ayan. Okay. So, without ado, please help me
Tawagin na natin sila, Rona.
Yes, to the Love Wins Live Forum, the newlyweds, Miko and Kaira Raval.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Miss Rona and Miss Sharon.
Ayan, o diba? Kita mo naman.
Good morning!
Good morning.
Ako, I'm so happy na pinaunlakan
Glow.
nyo kami.
O, di ba? Lalong-lalo na sa face ni Miko.
Diba?
Pati yung
Oh, wow. I love that. But yes, thank you so much for, coming back on the show. Alam ko, it's, yun nga, hindi pa 1 week since you got married. And so the word is pinaunlakan. Pinaunlakan niyo po kami ng inyong present.
Also for having us.
we're glad to be back.
Yes.
So if you haven't seen their story on inspirations.ph, okay? So yun ang plugging ko in case you didn't notice. Please visit inspirations.ph to know the backstory of Miko Raval and Kaira Dimatulac.
Yeah.
But, di ba, yung wedding nyo, quickly lang, di ba? Your wedding was supposed to be, you were engaged December 30, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
By January, you had already had an idea na 200 guest wedding.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Tama ba? Then of course, yeah, stuff happened.
Yes.
And so first the Taal eruption happened, and then of course the pandemic hit, which means you had to replan your wedding. Tama
Change
ba?
plans. Yeah.
And you waited, diba? You waited for a couple of months before you started to plan your wedding again. So
Mhm.
by mid last year, I think when you came on the show, everything was in the air pa. And then you said in your story na you found a venue and you decided, okay, let's do it. My
Mhm.
first question is, what made you decide to say, oh, game na, let's do it na?
For us, the parang deciding factor for us was yung how easy it was na everything was in Bella Rosa. It was kind of like a one-stop shop. They were the venue, they were the catering, they were the stylist.
My church.
Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
church inside. So everything was there and we didn't have to talk to so many suppliers. And then they offered a very good deal for intimate wedding. So that was a big deciding factor for us compared to our original plan na venue lang siya and then the rest we would have to get it from outside. So I
Like,
think that
in
was
church, diba?
yeah.
Parang drive din siya,
Mhm.
long drive and all. So, yun.
So-
And then,
Yeah.
nagbigay sila ng package na intimate wedding. Kasi nung time na yun, parang GCQ pa ata or MGCQ. So, parang sabi nila, dapat half lang ng capacity yung pwede na i-invite. So sabi namin, tuloy na natin kahit konti lang, intimate. Okay naman. So, yun. Hindi na namin masyado inisip yung 200 guests kasi hindi talaga namin magagawa yung wedding if we push through with it 200. So, the
What-
50 is good.
Was it mabilis ba for you guys to accept na, okay, intimate wedding na ngayon? Siyempre,
Yeah.
today, so it was easy. It was
Yeah.
easy for you guys.
Mhm. Parang ano namin
Hindi. Matagal yung...
Paisip si Miko.
Yeah, kasi parang when we were thinking about it, yung 200 people, that's we were gonna invite everyone, as in basta blood related, we were gonna invite. But then with this, as in ito lang talaga yung sobrang core namin, yung mga nakakausap namin on a regular basis, our closest friends, our closest family, yung talaga yung solid core namin.
Yeah.
So it was an easy decision to make na rin kasi parang our wedding is the most important thing that will be happening in our life, in our union. So parang why not make it more special by having the most special people around us, di ba? So, yeah.
Right. And of course,
And Rona,
yes.
I will just yung unang trivia ko, 'di ba? Kasi ako yung ako yung behind the scene.
Yes.
I remember asking Miko the same question because na of the line of his work. 'Di ba? He's in show business. And as we know, 'di ba, kapag showbiz personality, default yun any celebration is automatically a big celebration whether you like it or not. And eto, trivia for the fans of Miko. Miko is a very down-to-earth guy. And he's really, attached to his roots. So outside of showbiz, he's just Miko. The way his friends knew him when he was growing up, yung college friends niya, very non-showbiz. So I think, the decision to trim down the wedding hindi mahirap. Kasi sabi niya nga, "Tita, kasi ako po yung type na I go in, I do my work, tapos pagkatapos no'n, balik na ako sa regular kong buhay." Which is really, which eats up a lot of his time is yung business nila ni Kaira. So he's your regular guy outside of the spotlight, no? Paglabas niya ng taping, labas niya ng studio, yan, trivia yan, napaka down to earth, napaka-regular person ni Miko.
Thank you.
Yan.
And we'll see that din naman
Oo,
talaga.
nag-grocery, nagbubuhat, yeah.
Because,
With DB yan, tita. Taga-buhat ko yun sa DB.
Kargador sa Divisoria.
ayun. Yun pala yung tip.
Nagdidivisor, yan, trivia yan. Nagdidivisoria si Miko.
Yeah.
para magbuhat ng mga tela.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's true.
So yun ang ano, no, yun ang tip pag maghahanap pa po kayo ng mapapangasawa nyo. Kailangan yung kargador po.
Oh,
No, yung tutulungan ka. Literally, di ba? Physically and of course in life will carry life's loads with you.
mhm,
Ayan. But and we've seen that, I agree, no, and we've seen even through your story, because I know you met in college, or you were college when you met,
mhm.
diba? In 2009, and then in 2011, that's when you got together. And kaya nga the headlines, diba, is Miko Raval marries his longtime girlfriend, Kaira. Sweet,
So,
diba? Very non-showbiz. Next.
so,
But so you, in the intimate wedding was easy for you to adjust to the mindset, to adjust, no? And
Mhm.
now it's very normal. Now I think wala na tayo dun sa panahon na kailangan pang tanggapin ng mga tao. Now people understand that the intimate wedding is the only way to go if you're gonna get married. It's the only way to go. Nag-live stream ba kayo ng wedding nyo?
Yeah,
yes.
meron. Nag-live stream kami ng both the ceremony and up until the reception.
Reception.
Oh, wow. And you can catch the highlights, I think, of your video.
Oo.
The highlights of your reception on YouTube, diba?
Yeah, it's with nice print.
Yes. Sorry, Miss
Yes,
Sharon.
oo. So, naka-up na yan sa YouTube. Yeah, naka-up na yung video nila sa YouTube, yung highlights. But I think, no, Miko, Kyra, it was parang given that we will have a live stream because yung 50, I think we have less than 60 yon. They invited 60 but mga less than 16 dumating, about 55. Yan, 55, 56.
Mhm.
Kasi, yun nga, as they mentioned, ito yung immediate, ito yung core nila.
Yeah.
So, it was really the immediate family of Miko, so the siblings, and the immediate family of Kyra. So, well, maliit na family yung family nila Kyra. Si Kyra just has one brother.
Mhm.
But yung first cousins nila, they all live in practically in one area.
Mhm.
So yun yung core ni Kyra. And they're a big family.
Yeah.
Sila sila na yung bumuo nun, Rona. Sila na yung bumuo ng guest list. And plus yung talagang core friends nila, yung constant sa buhay nila. So I think it was necessary talaga to have a live stream kasi malaki talaga yung families nila and based all over.
Yes.
So they had to, and it was physically impossible for them to be there at the wedding. So they wanted to share that day with all the loved ones who cannot be physically there.
Mhm.
Yes.
Ayan. So again, Miko and Kyra just got married on Monday, and Themes and Motives, led by Miss Sharon, of course, had the privilege of coordinating their wedding with them, which is why we get to learn the behind the scenes of Miko Raval and Kaira Dimatulac's wedding. So my question is, my next question is, how did that happen? How did it happen that Themes and Motives, Miss Sharon, that you chose to coordinate the wedding of Miko and Kaira? Who wants to answer that?
Ako na lang.
Miss
Ako na.
Sharon.
Oo. Hindi naman talaga, parang talagang chosen, no? But yeah, well, ang backstory kasi is, yes, we started, as you mentioned, no? It was like going back to my roots because that's how Themes and Motives started. We did a lot of wedding coordination, social events management. We were also in the wedding invitations business before we launched the exhibits organization and yung pagpo-produce ng mga bridal shows. So every so often, of course, there's a time that I was really actively coordinating, but when the exhibits became yung main activity of Themes and Motives, I felt that medyo hindi na fair sa couple because 'di ba Miko Kyra, as you know, madetalye talaga yung wedding, and I felt that if I cannot devote yung time that the couple deserves, hindi fair sa kanila. So I just decided to, parang put it on a shelf for a while. But every so often, I think the last one that I coordinated was 5 years ago. Talagang close din to me. We're coaches from the figure skating world naman, no? So eto, and then 5 years later sila Miko. almost, 'di ba, parang ano siya, hindi na sila ibang tao sa family. So, family friends sila. And yun nga, they decided to get married. They even went to one of the themes and motives bridal fairs last January
And,
2019, no?
mm,
2020.
Yeah.
2020 yun.
or
Oo. So they went to that first fair of themes and motives because they were planning. So nagtatanong-tanong na. And then yung close sa family namin is one of the cousins who's also doing some work for themes and motives. Asked that if we can parang tita, let's na lang, let's coordinate, total every so often nagko-consult. So sige, let's see how it goes. So finally we started talking about the wedding November 30. Tama ba? Holiday yon.
Yes.
Holiday yon. Yeah, we
November.
got to talk.
ang bilis.
Kasi trivia, oo, di ba? Bilis, di ba? Trivia number two, um, hindi talaga sila masyadong preoccupied sa wedding. Kung, for those that watched us last year when they guested, parang ang chill-chill nila. Ganun, sobrang chill sila all the way about the wedding planning. So, 'di ba parang, okay, 60 days to go, wala. Mas focus nila yung work, no? So, nagkataon holiday that day. So, we had,
So,
nag-ano kami,
pwedeng
nag-video
mag-wedding
conference kami.
planning kasi walang trabaho.
Yes.
Oo. So, initial meeting about the wedding. So, we met online and then I sent them a checklist. So, sabi ko, I know you've already done some work, but I'm sending you this checklist just to make sure that we don't miss out on anything. Yon. So, doon nag-umpisa kasi marami pala kaming blanco. Parang sabi na, "Oh, okay na tita." Tingin namin wala na masyado. So, nung nilabas namin yung checklist, nakita namin na may mga blanco pa kami. Meron pa kami i-fill in the blanks.
Madaming detalye.
Oo. Sabi na, ay, ang dami palang details, yan. So, and that's how it started. Na ano, tapos I think it was very helpful kasi because they were very busy, we decided to put everything, nag Google Drive kami. We placed all the documentation in a drive. So everything that sabi ko, sige, as we go along, i-update nyo and all of us would have access to that. So that if I have questions, doon ko siya titingnan. If I need to send you guys something, doon ko siya i-upload. So that's how we planned. Wala masyadong meeting. Nag-uusap kami sa Google Drive, ganyan, sa PM.
Yes.
And then the next time I met them was, eto na, di ba? Um, less than 30 days to go.
Correct,
Yes.
tita.
Parang 3 weeks to go. Yeah,
Hindi talaga po
for
sila,
the ocular. Kasi
hindi talaga po
hindi
sila
sila
stressed. They were so chill.
oo,
Yeah.
they were really so chill. So we went and did the ocular. It was just the first time I met the venue account officer, the events officer. So pinakita naman yung place. It was a very short meeting. It's really for me to see and what's there.
Mhm.
Pero parang we decide, tapos parang from there pa lang, 3 weeks to go, doon pa lang kami na, okay guys, alam ko busy kayo, pero medyo crunch time tayo. Buuhin na natin ang checklist natin. Marami pa tayong bakante. So, then we had to go back again to the venue kasi there were things that were done earlier. Parang parang kailangan na, sabi ko, kailangan tayo magpa-mock up. Hindi pwedeng surprise yan when we arrive there on the day itself. That was like a week and a half to go. So, pero okay lang. I don't feel naman na parang sobrang not stress because nga, alam mo nakakahawa yung yan, trivia again, nakakahawa yung chill personality nung dalawa. And I don't think they even argued at all the whole time
Wala.
when they were preparing for this wedding. So, syempre, di ba, especially a lot of the coordinators I know, by nature, kaya nga nag-coordinate yan eh. OC, Pero alam mo pagkasama mo sila, ikaw relax ka lang, parang feeling mo hindi ko kailangan magmadali bumalik sa city, okey lang yan mamayang gabi namin padadalhin. Yan, so very infectious yung kanilang pagiging relaxed 'no. I mean, in a positive way, maganda yon kasi it also calms down everyone around them, 'di ba? Yung parang kung yung bride and groom nga relax, eh, 'di ba?
Yes.
But of course, as a wedding professional, siyempre on your toes ka. So, 'di ba? So quietly na, okay, kulang ng ganito, sige, ano na lang, adjust tayo. And nabuo siya.
Yes.
Nabuo siya ng walang
Best
oo,
wedding.
walang iyakan. Oo, walang iyakan, walang ano. It was the sabi nga, if I may quote no, one of the suppliers, I think she's watching right now. One of the hair and makeup artists, because we got to know si Iya Gueco, who did the bride and the moms,
Yeah.
and si Miko. And then another makeup artist, si Bojane Beltran, na yung mga titas naman and one or two entourage members. Sabi niya sana ganito lahat ng clients. Kasi parang they're so chill and they make you feel like family. So very very and that was I think that was the plus factor talaga. Everybody was on a high note. Everybody was relaxed and they on the day itself, I think ang mode nila Kyra is parang bahala na kayo tita. Bahala
Tama.
na ang themes and motives. Parang pag may hindi magandang nangyari diyan, I trust aayusin niyo na 'yan. So sige, 'yan basta ganyan. In fact, ito, next trivia o behind the scene 'to, hindi sila stress sa wedding. At hindi rin ako stressed because nga 'di ba the team, although maraming work na gagawin, kasi nga ang ganda ng ano namin, ng anong tawag mo dun? Nung vibes, 'di ba, yung
Dynamic.
feel. Everybody was happy, oo, ganyan. Pero at one point na-stress ako because these two, sasabihin ko na may kukuwento ko na.
Yes.
Nagtatrabaho pa on their wedding day. 'Di ba? So, when I went to Kyra's to check on
It's the
her,
first day of the week. So maraming trabaho si
oo,
Sir.
Monday. Oo, Monday siya. Correct. So nagraradyo 'tong the yung teams personnel that was assigned to Kyra, nagraradyo na siya na nag-SOS siya kasi kahit anong gawin niya, 'di ba? Siyempre short of wag naman awayin, 'di ba? Pero ayaw daw talaga ibaba ni Kyra ang phone. So, naman sige, sige pupunta ako diyan. So, "Oh, hi. Oh, Kyra. Oh, baba mo na yung phone mo." "Naku tita, hindi puwede kasi may problema sa production." Ganyan, ganyan. Tapos nagvi-video call siya, nag-i-instruct siya anong gagawin. Kasi I think that time may natamaan, naging
Yeah.
problema dun sa product, dun sa production. So ini-instruct niya, paano reremedyohin yung problema. Parang bigla ako na-stress na, she has to put down her phone. Pero yung mga makeup artist naman, kahit na challenging to put on her makeup, kasi nga nagvi-video call, relax na relax lang sila Iya. Ang galing ng mga makeup artist na parang okay, parang wala lang nangyayari. Pero yan. And then I went to Miko to ask his help na sabi, tita, kamusta po si Kyra? Sabi ko, oh, she's good. Sabi ko, it's just that she's on her phone. Sabi, can you help me get her off the phone? Because I think she's still working. Sabi ni Miko, oo, tita, kailangan niyang tapusin kasi may problema ka.
Siya lang may alam na
Mhm.
Ito lang may solusyon. Ganun ba yun?
Sabi niya kasi, sabi ko, pwede ba siyang, sabi ko, nasa ng wala sila maid of honor. They had a
Yes.
man of honor who's the only brother of the bride. Dalawa lang sila magkapatid. So yun yung next level ko, parang, si Ralph. Si Ralph ang i-assign ko. So nilapitan ko si Ralph, o 'di ba? Another trivia, Ralph is also a business partner. So mali pala ang nilapitan ko. Ralph, can we get Karen off the phone? Because she's really, it's taking most of her time. She should be relaxed by now, enjoying her make. Ang sagot niya, "Oo tita, we have a problem kasi and Kyra's the only one who can fix that." Feeling ko, wala ba akong kakampi?
So, ganun ka-chill
They're not very
Miko and Kaira for
Oo.
their wedding. Na, I think because other brides and grooms would have freaked out na nangyari yon sabay, di ba? Na parang, hello, I'm getting ready for my wedding, and then there's a problem at work, there's a problem in the business. But Miko and Kaira, obviously, from your story, parang you just, sige lang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, nag-i-instruct siya. Habang nilalagyan siya ng foundation sabi niya, yung phone nasa harap niya. Yes, yes, tama yan. O yan, ngayon, nakikita mo yung kulay na gray na ganyan? O sige, puntahan mo yon tapos i-lift mo yon.
Diba?
Doon siya
Ang
ka-check.
social talaga ng technology, hindi lang
Yeah.
live streaming nagagawa, pati ang troubleshooting ng trabaho nagagawa. Quick,
Yes, so,
lang, no? For all our viewers, we have so many people saying hello to us this morning.
Guys.
Marco saying good morning. And
Hi,
Miss
Mark.
saying good morning.
ayan,
Ayan. And
sabi,
Mars
si Marga,
ayan,
Ayan.
nagtanong sila, why are you so chill nga, Kai and Miko? But for all who are watching and are not aware of the business that Miko and Kaira share, you share please tell them.
We run a garments manufacturing company. So yeah, we basically make clothes for companies, for brands, and personal orders.
This explains the whole tagabuhat in Divisoria drama.
Stressing every day.
Oo.
Ayan.
Yun.
So,
And, kaya talagang chill sila because the week of the wedding, this past week, from Monday to Friday, yun yung week ng deadlines nila, ng deliverables nila. So, kaya hindi pwedeng mag-pause saglit for a day, di ba? Pero, I think, pagkatapos nung morning na yon when they got it out of the way, tuloy-tuloy na kami.
But artist is saying, good morning. Tama ba?
Yes. Hi, Miss
Yan, si Boche.
Hello.
Yan. Yeah, I would like to, if-flex ko yung mga makeup artists natin. Kasi, and all the suppliers, no, I think the way I work, and I always tell my team, the mark of an excellent job is that you're almost invisible, but things are going well.
Right.
Sabi ko, wag tayong wag tayong all over the place na parang
Yes.
tayo yung bida. Kasi yun yung it's a couple's day.
Yes, I agree.
So, be on the sidelines, make things happen, and if it goes well, yan yung proof mo na you've done your job excellently. And most of the suppliers, all of the suppliers, ganon, working quietly on the sides, 'di ba? Nabuo yung wedding. It was a beautiful wedding na walang nag-stand out na supplier na ako yung ganyan, yon. So, and the makeup artists were exactly that way. Si Bojane and si Iya, 'di ba? Si Iya will bear the brunt of the tutorial session ni Kaira online with her staff. Pero tuloy-tuloy lang siya as if nothing was happening. Apply ng makeup, apply ng concealer. Yan. So ang gagaling ng mga makeup artists and nag-adjust. Nag-adjust sila. Because while the venue was actually maraming adjustments kailangan gawin and hindi lang tip sa sunod to wedding suppliers as well. Maganda yung venue because a lot of the things that are needed for a special event, for a wedding, nandoon na. Mas konti ang kausap but it's an outdoor wedding. So anything that's outdoor at open air siya, hindi masyadong controlled ang elements. So yun yung challenge naman from the suppliers end. So kaya ang gagaling ng suppliers that they were able to adjust kasi outside, 'di ba? Syempre walang malay sila Kaira. Outside, alam niyo nagbabago-bago ang panahon, especially in Silang. So no morning, ang init-init talaga. Alam mo yun? And you're out there, tapos biglang hahangin ng malakas, malamig. 'Di ba? So yung mga backstory niyan, yung may mga sinusumpong ng allergy. Even the man of honor, si Ralph, no? Si Kuya Ralph, grabing allergic rhinitis niya that day. Singa siya ng singa. Kasi out in the open, 'di ba? Exposed to the elements. So 'yon. But the suppliers, kudos to everyone who were able to step up. Yung pabago-bago ng ng panahon. It was a beautiful weather. But syempre, pag outdoor ka, hindi mo makokontrol. Pag mainit, init, 'di ba? Ramdam mo 'yun. Pag tanghali na talaga 'yan. So 'yun, ang gagaling ng ating mga ano, kahit nagkakagulo sa labas, setup ganyan, they stayed true to their calling at ginawa nila ng maayos yung trabaho nila.
I think that's really also the advantage, diba, of working with professionals. We always say this here at the Love Wins Live Forum na when you work with professionals, whom of course, you can book through our bridal fairs at teamsandmotives.com, you will really be secure that no matter what happens, they're going to deliver. It's going to work. Diba? Kasi now it's easy to look good online, right? It's easy to publish all of your works online without really other people or clients knowing legit ba talaga to, or parang are these photos just taken from, alam mo yon, online, right click save as, di ba? So but when you know you're working with professionals, whom of course I'm going to flex and drop teamsandmotives.com, that we do only work with registered businesses at the bridal fairs of teamsandmotives.com, you're also assured not just the quality, but also yung ngayon in these trying times, yung natutunan na rin nila paano mag-maneuver and how to work at a pandemic wedding. Yeah, na merong ang dami ngayong mga things na hindi mo na nakokontrol. But with professionals, di ba? Parang,
Yes.
sige, you can do this. And maybe that's also why Miko and Kaira were able to relax. Extra.
Yes. That's a big
If I may add, Rona, kasi ito yung experience ko naman out there in the field. So, for a long time, we've been talking about ano yung dapat. We've been hearing from other wedding professionals. So, I think in a pandemic wedding, especially kung outdoor siya at hindi controlled ang environment, not just because themes and motives coordinated, but yun yung experience ko, malaking bagay if you consider a seasoned professional. Okay,
Yes.
so it's good if you get a professional, pero iba rin yung seasoned professional who has had a lot of experience already na iba-ibang situations because they can easily adapt, no?
Adapt. Yes.
Oo, and malalim na yung pinaghuhugutan nilang experience. If something goes wrong, meron silang nababalikan na past experiences nila and ang bilis nila to troubleshoot yung situation na nangyayari. So malaking bagay 'yon. Especially if you're doing it outside, out of town, you really have to get the seasoned ones. Sometimes kasi may hesitation na wag yung medyo matagal na kasi mahal na sila. Diba? Yun yung perception always. But you know that premium that you pay, ano yun that spells the big difference between a
Yes.
successful event
super.
or otherwise.
Yeah.
Oo. Kaya may certain premium yon because seasoned professionals have gone through all possible scenarios that can happen. Or kung hindi pa nila na-experience, their years of working have already trained them that pag may dumating na unforeseen, kaya nilang to step up to the challenge. And I'm very grateful that I was able to work with those kinds of suppliers on the day itself. So that also made our work easier. Yan, 'di ba? Yung hindi ka nagwo-worry na nasa na to? Bakit wala? Nakasampung missed call na ako. Wala. Everybody came hindi lang on time, but they were early, no, like 15 minutes before. Early sila, nandun sila, alam nilang gagawin nila. Binasa yung event plan na pinadala mo. Kasi meron kaming event plan which served as the Bible of all suppliers. So they know exactly what's expected of them.
Yes.
What's going to happen. Wala nang
Walang
tanong-tanong.
hula-hula, which by the way is very important, and that's really our practice, diba? At Themes and Motives and Inspirations, the event plan. My question for Miko and Kaira is, ano yung mga must have nyo na supplier? Ano yung mga sabi nyo? Pag itong ikasal, tuloy na natin to. So, ano yung you wanted to make sure na meron kayo?
At first we were very parang gusto namin lahat DIY.
Oo.
We didn't want a coordinator because we thought na kaya
Kaya
natin
naman,
i-handle yan.
50 lang.
Sabi
Ganun.
namin, we handle our business, baka kaya na natin yung
Oo.
wedding. But no, sobra. As in,
Kaya.
before we got Tita Sharon, akala namin everything was planned out, laid out. May listahan din kami na konting-konti. But then when Tita Sharon came in as our coordinator, nakita
Grabe.
namin na ang dami naming detalyeng na miss.
Kulang.
So sabi namin, grabe, ang dami pa natin kailangan gawin. So yun, having a professional on board, especially a coordinator, talagang it will make your life so easy. Especially on the day itself, talagang wala ka nang iisipin. Dahil isipin mo kung ikaw pa lahat mag-iintindi ng mga suppliers, I don't think you can enjoy the wedding.
Even the days before.
Yeah,
diba?
leading up to the days na to the wedding, parang lahat na nakaayos na with contracts and all. So that was really a very, very big help for us. And
Thank you so much, Tita Sharon.
yeah, super thank you for the great coordination.
Diba parang like yung mga event plan, parang wala naman kaming alam lahat sa ganon. And then when Tita Sharon sent that to us, parang okay pala, even yung mga pagdating ng suppliers, yung mga tamang tamang dapat dating nila before kung kailan sila kailangan on the day. As in, sobrang easy.
Yeah. As simple as printing our own missalit, we didn't know na we had to do that. Akala namin po-provide na ni church yun, yung mga ganun. Well, so buti na lang.
And saka pag may coordinator, parang yung mga payments mo to your suppliers, di ba? Parang hand mo lang sa kanila and then do everything. And then on the day talaga, wala kang iisipin. Naisip ko lang yung naging problem sa office, pero pero sa wedding, wala talaga. I was so chill. Parang I know that everything's taken care of. So,
you could enjoy, di ba? Because all of those other things, bahala na kayo, problemahin nyo na yan.
Tapos, I want to thank also kasi yung themes and motives. Sobra na lang pleasant. Diba? Parang pag may problem, parang
chill lang din.
Parang, Kaira, so may ganito, ganyan. Okay, tita, okay. Parang walang stress, di ba? Parang wala kang mafe-feel na nag-worry sila or something. Parang you know that yung problem, sasabihin lang naman nila sa'yo. Pero technically, naayos na nila. Parang they just want you to know. But you so trust them na sinabi nila sa akin yun, pero I'm sure tapos na din nilang solution kung ano man yun. Parang ganun. So, it was so nice. Parang swak din kami with them. Kung parang nagets din nila how we are. So, they know din na if may problem. Tapos, sasabihin lang nila sa amin na tapos na. They know na yun din yung gusto namin solution. So, ang ganda din na ganun yung relationship na kilala kung paano ka magre-react. So, wala nang stress on their part na, oh my God, baka kung ganito gawin namin, hindi magustuhan ng bride and groom. Parang walang kaming ganun.
Wala. Perfect. Seamless wedding. Grabe.
Yes, that's what they said.
Meron kami ikwento natin. Pwede ko na ikwento, no? Tapos na eh. Meron kami isang problem na naisip ko talagang naging problem that day. Kaya I had to tell Kaira kasi nasa church na kami, nakapila na lahat. Tapos, syempre kausap namin yung church, yung admin ng church. So, sabi namin, 3 o'clock ka, ganyan. So, binibrief na namin. Tapos, I went to Kaira and told her, stand by, Kaira ha. In 5 minutes, I'll ask you to go down the car na, ganyan. So, nawala ako. Tapos, bumalik ako ulit. Sabi ni Kaira, kasi more than 5 minutes na pumalik na ako, tita, ano po nangyayari, tita? Sabi ko, we have a situation. Sabi ko, kasi di ba minsan kahit gaano kaganda mo i-plan, kahit gaano ka seamless, talagang hindi minsan nasusunod.
Yes.
Tapos sabi ni Kaira, ganun ba? So iniisip niya, may hindi nakapuntang entourage, yung ganyan. Ay, tita, bakit? Meron bang kulang? Sabi ko, wala si father eh. And ang nangyari doon kasi, I think no, yung sa dami nung, yun nga, because of iba yung venue dati, basta papalit-palit. So, everything was, even Bella Rosa knew, the chapel knew, 3 o'clock ang wedding.
Mhm.
So nung ano kami, to, dumating na yung taga-parish, sabi ko, proud pa siya, sabi ko, oh, game na tayo, asa na si Father, bihis na. Sabi niya, naku ma'am, before 4, nandito na si Father, sabi ko, magmaaga siya. Sabi ko, ha? 3 ang kasal. So natarata siya. Yeah, so I told Miko, tapos sabi ni Miko, ha, paano nangyari yon? So
Formal.
sabi ko,
It was very fault.
Pero that was,
tapos oo,
Yeah.
nakita ko ito, napakagandang trait ni Miko. Alam mo yon, yung sabi niya, hindi tita, 3 yun eh, malinaw yun. Sabi ko, yeah, I know it's 3, but wala pa si Father. Sabi ko, we'll just wait for him. Darating, tapos binibiro ko, sabi ko, actually siya ang nagdadalawang isip kung ikakasal kayo o hindi. So hintayin natin siya to make up his mind. So si Miko went to the sir, ano ba nangyari? Tapos tiningnan, and ang nakataas pala is the old contract na nakalagay for. Sabi ni Miko, gumano lang siya, patay tayo dyan, penmanship ko yan. Kita kasalanan ko. Yun, so, natuwa ako because it shows his character. Alam mo, ang dali naman at that time mag-freak out na lang, mag-throw ng tantrum na hindi, sinabi ko sa inyo 3, ba't hindi nyo pinagkan? He owned up to it. And sa akin, I mean, napakalaking tao ni Miko for doing that. You know, it's a small detail. It's really a small detail. Pero siya, ay, kasalanan ko. Tapos sabi niya, o tita, maghintay na nga lang tayo. So when I went back to the car, sabi ni Kaira, so tita, ano pong gagawin natin? Sabi ko, we'll wait. Wala naman tayong choice eh. We'll wait for Father. And nakakatuwa naman si Father kasi nagmadali naman siya, 'di ba? Tsaka bumawi siya ng grabe sa sa mass itself. Ang galing ni sa homily, ang galing ni Father, 'di ba? We also enjoyed even si Father, ang chill, 'di ba? And very relatable lahat, 'di ba?
bagay.
So 'yon. Tapos
There was worth the wait. O, diba?
yes. At saka Rona, imagine mo to, hindi na sa bridal car si Kaira kasi wala siya sa items namin, walang bridal car. The initial plan of Kaira was to walk from her room
Okay.
from her room papunta sa church. Although it is one compound, it's a 3-hectare property. So medyo layo-layo rin siya. Pero yun yung game plan. Sabi lang doon, hindi kaya yan tita, lalakarin lang. Since babad na kami sa elements, di ba? Since 8 o'clock in the morning. Sabi ko, hindi po pwedeng maglalakad ang bride. Lusaw na siya talaga kahit malapit lang. Lusaw by the time she gets to the church. At dahil walang bridal car, sumakay sa pick-up si Kaira. So dumating siya sa church. Yes, naka-pick up siya. At ang nagmaneho is the brother. So nasa pick-up siya, bumaba.
I hope
So
there's photos of that.
oo. So hindi siya ganun so yung waiting ni Kaira na yun, hindi siya medyo comfortable na hindi comfortable yung situation na naghihintay lang sa bridal car. She was in a pickup. Kasi ang lang naman doon is to drive her to the church, bababa na siya, ready to march. Yan. So trivia na nangyari. Siguro before ang saya ng kasal. But before we interview, hindi pa nila nakikita to. We'd like to share parang behind the scene to. Kasi nakita na natin yung nasa YouTube. So this is something that Themes and Motives in collaboration with Nice Print Photo prepared version 2 ito ng wedding day nila. Yeah, we'd like to share it with you.
See this.
The scenes video, right?
Ganda.
Ang
Ganda!
ganda, thank you.
I
Nice.
was watching you guys backstage, no? Because I can see you guys backstage. So, talagang parang cute nyo muna nagre-reminisce kayo nung ano nyo.
Ganda! Thank you, tita, ha?
Yan. So yun, nag-ano kami, collaborate with Nice Friend to have a short video that we will also give you para naman, meron kayong ano ng with your suppliers naman. Yan, of
Yes,
your
thank
wedding. So
you.
yun yung mga behind the scene, mga
Yes,
details that probably hindi nyo na napansin on the day itself, di ba? Yan. So it's there in the video.
Yes,
Wow.
ako, while watching that video, I have to say that I missed my themes and motives and inspirations family. I would always shoot with them, no, before the pandemic happened. Hi, Sir Naps, I miss you. So, alam na alam ko yung sinasabi yung napaka-chill nung mga coordinators nyo because these are also the people that I work with. And they will come up to me and say, Miss Rona, there's a problem. And and I will say, what is the problem? And then, we'll just figure it out. And I think that's really what is important. You said, no, that having good coordination is so important. A lot of people kasi same, alam mo, exact same talaga sinasabi ng lahat ng couples we've been interviewing and guesting on the show. At first, they always think, with 50 guests, kayang-kaya ko na yan. And then
yeah.
when they tried with, sitting down with the coordinator, they're like, no, hindi ko pala siya kaya. And ano talaga yan, without fail, all couples have said, we really need a wedding coordinator. We really need somebody to help us. And it's not just the details of the wedding, di ba? I don't know if this is also something that you experience, but the wedding coordinators also act as, your extended network to say, let's follow safety protocols, di ba? We saw in the video, no, na may clipboard po talaga yung team that says,
Oh, ito siya. Dala ko. Ito siya. Clipboard. Ito yung sa likod.
socially, wear a mask and socially keep your distance.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
I
oo.
know, Miko and Kaira, what you did for your wedding was you did the swab test for all your loved ones, tama ba? 48 hours
Yes.
before the wedding, and then all the, no matter what, you requested for them to bubble after the swab test, diba? So they got the negative result, and so syempre, yay, negative result. And then you asked for them, please do not move anymore.
Yes, oo.
Place you're
Oh,
going to the wedding.
ano yan eh, Rona? We had parang may brainstorming moment kami. Because initially, the first plan was to have them tested as they arrive
Yeah,
on site.
which is what's happening these days, diba? Parang there's
Yes,
a
but
swab test outside the wedding venue or something
yes,
like that.
oo. But one, we felt that syempre the guest, whoever will come, will probably be driving up from Silang, to Silang from either Quezon City or Las Piñas, no? Kasi yun yung base ng ng
Yes,
mga
yes.
guests. And what if somebody tests positive? Ang bigat naman nun, nagbihis at lahat. So,
That's
and
by
then also we checked with the LGU, ano ba yung procedure? If you are doing testing on site on the day itself, the LGU will be sending their representative to oversee the proceedings. And then in case somebody tests positive, iimbitahan nila sa LGU office. So, uh, yan si Kyra and Miko did not want their guests
go
to
through
go
that.
through that.
Yeah.
Oo. And of course, we all know si Miko as an actor, sanay na sanay siya sa production ngayon, which is na ano to, approved to ng IATF. Di ba, Miko? Ang nangyayari sa mga teleseries, mga ganyan, nag nagte-testing, and as soon as negative, nagla-lock in na, nagbabubble na. So, we decided to adopt that procedure na mag-test, and then from testing, diretso shelter in place, which was not difficult to do because as we said, lahat ng bisita is, alam mo, accounted for, alam mo saan sila. The family of Kyra, which comprised ng 60% pa ng guests, ganyan sila kalaki. Nasa nasa isang village lang. Ano yun, tabi-tabi sila. Okay, so it's almost like a compound.
So,
So
malalaman ni
alam
Kyra pag lumabas sila.
Diba?
yes, oo. So gano'n siya, gano'n ka tight yung ginawang preparation na, okay, so negative, we're sure na wala nang labasan. Okay, so para wala nang ma-expose sa elements. And not all the suppliers were tested because yung mga suppliers have been tested one way or the other. Parang yung makeup artist, one of the makeup artists, the day before magte-test siya. So, hindi na ano. And sila Kyra were also confident because they got nga seasoned and professional suppliers. Alam ng suppliers anong gagawin nila. Mas concerned sila sa guest kasi yun yung mga lalapit at talagang minsan kahit sabihan mo aakap, 'di ba? Hindi mo pwedeng itulak palayo. So, they really wanted to make sure. And pwedeng mag-mingle amongst themselves. So, talagang nakatutok yung testing sa guest. Yung themes and motives, nag-bubble yung team. Ako 10 days before, I was already nandito na, naka-house arrest na ako. And alam niyo ni Miko kasi one time we were talking, may delivery kumakatok. Sabi ko, sandali lang ha, kasi lahat ngayon delivered sa house. And then, wala na kasing labasan. So, yun, nag-bubble yung team namin in preparation for the wedding to make sure we're not exposed to any possibility na magdala ng any virus in the event. Ayan. So it's been day 6, wala namang reported
Yeah.
illnesses, 'di ba? Praise God for that. Yan. This is the photo of the team. Naka-PPE kami. Again, I would like to reiterate, it's not for the protection of your client. Pag naka-PPE ka, it's really more for you. And yeah, for the team, because we're exposed, we're going in and out. Wala pong face shield, MGCQ po sa silang, and the venue did not require people to wear face shields anymore, but they required the wearing of the mask. Yan. So, yan. Ito lang po yung instance na nakalapit talaga kami as a team na nakalapit kami ng ganyan kalapit sa kanya. That photo op So may second version yan na parang request naman pakitanggal saglit ang mask para may picture daw sila with the team na walang mask. Yan, that was the only time na nagtanggal ng mask yung team. Mahirap siya ha. I salute all the wedding suppliers na gumagawa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everybody.
And
Mahirap na nakamask. Pero we have to do it. We also like to share, ito behind the scene, yung mga ginawa namin, Rona, na makatulong to implement yung health and safety protocol.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
this
we
is the
have,
video.
yeah, yan yung short video. Ito yung small details yan. Small details that matter. Again, nagpagawa sila, Kyra, ng invitation even if they have a few guests. They made sure, kasi ngayon, because everything's digital, lahat pinapadala through digital platform. But the parents, the elders, the ninongs, ninangs, may invitation, pinagawa kay Prindivas. And then that's the missalette. Another trivia, ang nag-artwork po niyan is si Miko. He's also an artist.
Wow.
the graphic artist of our wedding.
Graphic artist siya ng wedding. Ito, meron kaming reserved seats para hindi naguguluhan. Tinali sa, if you saw in the video, tinali dun sa mga chairs. Yeah. So, si Miko rin ang nag-layout niyan.
Yeah.
And then, syempre, maliit na bagay, but yung suppliers, para hindi na sila, saan ako kakain, saan yan, they were all given crew meal stubs that they will just present doon sa designated dining area namin. Yan. And then we had flower cones. Yan. One of the things na hindi ko na pinaalam sa kanya. So we did cones na may pangalan nila. So para malinis, hindi lang basta hawak mo yung kukuha ka na Everyone was given a flower cone at when they threw the flower petals palabas. Ayan. Because when we were there, when we did the Ockler, nakita nga namin pabago-bago. Sometimes it would get too chilly. So, naisip namin, sabi ko, Kyra, may budget pa ba tayo? Nagpa-shawl sila. Kasi Kyra ay nakaisip na to have and to hold in case you get cold. Yan.
Ayan.
And then we had this. Part of the safety protocol, yung utensils, we wanted to make sure that after ma-sterilize ng venue, ano siya, malinis siya, so naka-parchment and naka-seal siya. And then yan yung sample ng ano, it's not clear there, Ron, but I'll show it, I have it. Meron ako, nabigyan din ako, yan. Ito yan, it's a pouch that they prepared for their guests. It contains, of course, yung alcohol, a cute bottle of the alcohol. And then, meron silang thank you card. Okay? Kung hindi nyo pa po nababasa, yung mga guests na nanonood, may thank you card, pakibasa po. From the heart yan, ni Miko and Kaira. Yan. At ni-layout. And then, may dalawang mask. Okay? This is a sample naman, nagawa nila to, ng company nila.
Yes.
Steez, yan. So, they have two. Kasi, di ba, medyo, if you wanna change the duration ng ano, pero may kasamang filter, pwede ba ka magpalit kung na-stain na ng lipstick mo. So, I think it's a dark color for the male guests. Tapos, pastel color, yung ano nila, motif nila for the female guest. Yan yung kanilang giveaways.
Reminders at the wedding.
Yes.
So, my VTR is finally ready.
Yeah.
And again, we always like to say at Teams and Motives, please do push through with your wedding hashtag Tuloyang Kasal. And of course, we'd like to remind you to always do it safe.
We had those, no? Si Miko rin nag-layout niyan, yung Sintra boards reminding people what to do. Ito kay Miko rin yan na work, lahat ng alcohol stations. The coordinators all had this reminder. Parang ngingiti na lang kami, tsaka iharap yung likod ng clipboard namin sa mga nagbaba ng mask.
Yes. Kasi, I think, to be honest, I've been to 2 weddings this year. And naisip ko lang yesterday, like, because we're always quarantining, we're always at home, di ba? So the moment na nakakita ka ng friends or family, it's napakahirap naman po talaga, admittedly, na to hold yourself back from saying, na-miss kita, it's been a while since I've seen you. So I'm sure for Miko and Kaira's wedding, since you went to school together, namin yung sigurong common friends. Baka ang tagal since the last time we saw each other, di ba?
Year pa.
Yeah, 1 year in the making.
Exactly.
Si
So
Kaira,
parang gusto mo silang, I don't know, to hug or beso or something like that. So
Si Kaira cried when she saw her bridesmaids for the first time. Naiyak ka, Kaira, di ba? Iyak siya.
Sa loob pa yun ng room, tita.
Sa loob ng room, sumilip sila. Sumilip sila habang inaayusan si Kaira. Tapos kasi 'di ba yung picture taking, iyak si Kaira the first time that they saw each other, 'di ba? Pero parang ang hirap kasi nandun ka to remind talaga. So pinapakita namin yung clipboard namin. 'Di ba? Habang nag-iyakan sila, nakaganon kami.
Yeah. Before
Yeah.
that, hindi ko nakikita, mga Zoom lang.
Zoom
Talaga.
lang. Last
Yeah.
year, ay, yeah, February.
Yeah. So it's really important to, syempre we do it naman with a heart, 'di ba? Yung parang
Yes.
tinatawag nga nating police of the events. But to be honest, wedding coordinators also have so much empathy for for the clients and for the guests of their clients. Na syempre you haven't seen each other for a long time. We understand you want to hug and you want to touch each other. But please wear your masks.
Yes, oo. Biko, ikaw ang gumawa nito, no? This was the Sintra board na nakalagay all over the place. Spread love, not So, si Miko ang nag-layout and one of his friends produced that for them.
Yes.
So next line ni Miko yan na ano. Miko, saan ka ba nila tatawagan kung mayroong mga graphic design requirement?
Pagdamit na lang, guys. Hindi ako artist.
Pero yan, yan yung mga DIY efforts na spread love, yan si Miko yan. He really stepped up to it rin na
Yes.
he helped in layouting, 'di ba, para mas madali. Also, another trivia, yung wedding cake nila, meron na kaming kinonsider na supplier, but the wedding cake ginawa ng tita ni Kaira, her aunt, who's the sister of her mom. So, yun yung nakita nyo kanina. So, labor of love for the couple.
Makeup na pala siya, tita, nang ginagawa.
Yes. Siyempre, hindi nyo alam yun.
Nakita lang namin kanina sa video. Ang galing.
So,
I have a question
So-
for you, Miko and Kaira. No, what are some of the most... Siyempre, it's only been a couple of days since your wedding. But ano yung talagang tumatak sa inyo sa wedding nyo? Yung mga unforgettable moments nyo from your wedding. Siyempre, fresh lahat. But, and ang dami yung kwento.
For me, very general. Just the fact of being with my family, my friends, after a long time, just being with them on my very special day, just hanging out, just eating, drinking. Alam mo yun, just being in the company of them. That for me alone, talagang yun yung nagpasaya sa akin, na makita ko lahat masaya.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, na nakikita kaming masaya. Ganun, parang very general lang talaga for me. Yung nag-stand out talaga, syempre, seeing her walk down the aisle and saying I do and kissing me in front of everybody and professing her love. But yeah, after that, that was really beautiful na lahat talaga nagsama-sama. Family niya, everyone got together. So it was really fun and very lovely night. So yeah, it was nice.
Ako rin naman same. Parang the whole event, I love how everyone also enjoyed. Syempre kami super, it was our day, but it was also for our families. Sabi ko nga, it was for my mom as well, sa mom niya din, sa families namin. And we saw how happy they were for us. Tapos parang sobrang nag-enjoy din sila. Even our closest friends, after the wedding, parang they were all saying na it was so nice, it was so intimate, it was so beautiful. And I think na yung pagiging intimate niya, it was sobrang swak din for our personality pala. Parang if hindi yun nangyari, parang we wouldn't know. But then because it was so intimate, we were able to spend more time talaga with the closest people that we have in our lives. As in yung after party, we were all together. It was beautiful. Parang for me, sobrang totoo pala yung sinasabi na best day of your life, yung wedding. Because, yun nga, nagiging as one kayo nung napangasawa mo. And with everyone pa around you. And yun nga, even to our suppliers who made our lives so easy that day.
Yes.
Super ganda. Like, the whole day was so beautiful. Ganda. Saya.
Kasing ganda mo.
Oh, wow.
Ay, may ganon. Guys,
Aww.
sana po na-inspire kayo dun sa mga na ganon. But yeah, we really saw it in your wedding. Well, I'm the only one in this live stream who wasn't at your wedding, but I really saw, the joy in your faces, the just how much you enjoyed the day, but also at the same time the love parang that you have for each other, and yung that feeling of finally mag-asawa na tayo, 'di ba? Official na akin ka lang, 'di ba?
True.
Well, ano sinabi mo nga, Miko, paglabas? Your dad prompted you to say something. Paglabas ng church, you said something. Mrs. The way you said it. Mrs. Paglabas. Diba?
Ganun kasi niya tawagin sa mga ko. Gaya niya sa akin.
Mrs.
Oh.
Sabihin mo nga ulit. Sabihin.
Oo, diba? 6 days fresh. Meron ba kayong mga tips, of course, for our viewers who are getting married? And yan, they're just like you. They were planning their wedding. Maybe they're not as chill as you. Baka yun ang pwede nyong itip. Paano bang maging kasing chill nyo kung diba? You're going to mount the biggest day of your life, but apparently all across the board, everybody said you were so chill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yung pagiging chill, I think hindi matuturo yun. It's innate.
Yeah, pero siguro,
Pwede ba try?
siguro
Yeah.
parang maging, parang
You-
mag-compromise kayo, pag-usapan nyo yung what you like, what I like,
Uh-uh.
and then, parang day din naman yun, di ba they always say
Mhm.
it's the day for the bride, but I feel like, it's also his day, so
Mhm.
kung ano yung mga gusto din niya, I should also ibigay mo din, kasi day din naman niya yun, so I feel like, yun din yung naging key dun sa pagiging chill namin, because we respect kung ano yung gusto niya, sino mga gusto niya invite on his side, sino gusto ko invite on my side. So parang compromise dun sa mga ganun. Diba?
Yeah.
Para mas chill lang.
And also, to be chill on your very, very special day, you have to get the best suppliers possible.
Yeah.
Kung free sila on that day, book them.
And also yun nga, yung kahit yung photo video.
Mhm.
Diba? Parang sobrang laking effect niya after your wedding.
That's what you're gonna hold on to
parang
forever.
you watch it all over kahit how many years na, your photos, and also it's really nice to get a good photo video.
Yeah, so thank you, Nice Print.
Thank you, Nice
Thank you,
Print.
Miss Cherise.
Yes, thank you, Ate Char.
And again, coordinating
Yes.
team. Thank you very much. Very nice. My suit from Tito Randy Ortiz.
Yeah.
Her gown
from
Helena.
my friend Helena.
And our very good host, Kaira's Tito Pao, Ninong Pao.
Yes.
And then the cake, of
Another
course.
trivia.
Yeah, Tito Trisha. And of course, yung venue namin, yung Bella Rosa. Thank you, grabe. Sobrang seamless din ang mga pangyayari doon.
Super alaga rin nila kami because we were there na night before. We had dinner there. Tapos parang pinayagan din nila kami na matagal yung after party. Parang super, super nice. Super ganda lahat.
And then yun, our grooming team, Iya Gueco and
Si
sila
Renz.
Bo Jane and si Renz. Ano to, yung our invites from Print Divas as well. And yung mga ginawa kong mga materials, it's from my friend LS Printing. Maraming salamat. And
Angela's grazing for our cocktails.
Yeah.
Na sobrang nasarapan din lahat ng tao. So,
we were so happy. It was a very beautiful wedding. And we were so chill just because our suppliers were so professional and very on top of their game. So,
and also, siguro isang tip din, parang before, parang nasa-stress kami dun sa mga ibang i-invite na hindi mo naman masyadong kilala. So parang nung naging smaller, parang mas wag ka pala ma-stress kasi wedding mo yun. So just invite those people na talagang sobrang close sa'yo because you'll enjoy them more on that day. Diba? Parang important na kayo yung mag-enjoy as a couple.
Yes, that's true. It's your day.
So don't be stressed, be chill. It's fun, enjoy the day, enjoy the preparation, I say. Diba? Parang kahit yung sa amin, fast lang namin ginawa yung preparation. But hindi kami nag-away, wala kami masyadong stress and all. Kahit day before pala, gumagawa pa kami ng mga pouch.
Yes. Lahat yun, mabilisan.
Mabilisan. Pero okay lang. Fun. It was fun. It was a nice experience. It was nice that we enjoyed the preparation. So on the day itself, we were so happy and everything worked so well. So it was beautiful.
Yes.
I think it was beautiful.
Very. Like you again.
Thank you, Miko. Before when you first guested, talagang Miss Sharon would tell me, before the show that you are such a chill couple. And I couldn't really wrap my head around what that meant. When you guested, I understood it. And now that you're guesting a second time and I've seen your wedding and, I've read your story, I wrote your story, now I understand what the meaning of a chill couple is. And that's really something, so I admire it because not a lot of couples who are starting out in their marriage are able to be at that level of comfort and ease with each other. Diba? Kasi sabi niyo, hindi kayo nag-away. Parang ano lang, o ganito, o ganyan. Siguro it helped na, number one, ang tagal nyo nang magkakilala, ang tagal nyo nang together. Your friendship is really the foundation of your relationship. And pangalawa, I would think it's also because you're working together. Sometimes the wedding is planning a wedding can be stressful because it's the first time that you're making big decisions together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But because you've done business decisions together, yung wedding parang it mas alam nyo na how to communicate to each other. Ito yung gusto ko. This is
Yeah.
not how I think. This is how I see things. And for me, that's the advantage of planning your wedding together. So if you're planning your wedding, I hope that you take that opportunity to learn how to communicate with your future spouse because you're gonna be doing that for the rest of your life. And like Miko and Kaira, they said you can be chill. Okay, Miko says it's innate, but maybe we should all try to be like Miko and Kaira. This 2021, let's practice being chill.
Yeah.
Because apparently there are so many things we cannot control, no, as we have seen in our lives recently. And being chill, I think, and just realizing kung ano yung pwede, ano yung nako-control, I think that's what helps.
Yeah.
Miss Sharon, any last words you'd like to share?
I would just like to thank Miko and Kyra again. I've said it, no, na it's really our pleasure and an honor to be part of their big day. And thank you so much for allowing us to experience that also. And congratulations, best wishes. I think yung heart ninyo, it's in the right place. And kung chill, yan yung preview of your marriage. So, yeah, so I look forward to many years of being chill together kayo.
For sure.
Yan. Sa mga soon to weds, kapag I hope nanonood kayo at kapag dumating yung point na hindi kayo magkasundo, 'di ba? Dapat meron kayong mental image of this couple in front of us right now, si Miko and si Kyra. Mahirap maging chill. But it can be done at mas maraming maa-achieve if level-headed ka as you plan your wedding. And yun nga, ang key doon is yung sinabi ni Kyra, enjoy. It will go by so fast. Kahit na ang feeling nyo, ang tagal-tagal, we've been talking about, it will all go by so fast. And before you know it, it's the day itself. And the day itself, akala mo ang haba ng 8 hours of preparation para
Yes.
doon sa actual ceremony. Ang bilis.
Yes.
Ang bilis. It will be almost like a blur. That's why it's also important you choose your photo and video supplier well. Kasi that's what you look back to. Sabi nga ni Miss Rona sa backstage, nakaganon sila Kyra because they are seeing some images for the first time.
Yes.
So, so enjoy your day kasi napakabilis. Choose a good photo video company because para ma-relive nyo yung moments na inyong wedding. Yun. And then never forget that as a couple, kayo palagi ang magkakampi all the time. You should be on the same page. It's the bride's day, it's the groom's day.
Yes.
So you have to look out for each other because no one will do that for you, diba? So you have to make a conscious decision to enjoy the day and make each other happy. Magre-reflect na lang yun sa iba. Parang kami. Na-infect na lang kami ng kanilang pagiging chill, ng kanilang happiness, yon. It will show. It will show in everything, di ba? Magaan yung buong kasal. Yun lang.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much again, guys.
Thank you, Miko and Kaira, for coming
Thank
back
you
to the live forum. Thank you for inspiring our guests.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
of course, Miss Sharon, for sharing all the behind-the-scenes trivia na kahit si Miko at saka si Kyra hindi nila alam. Ngayon na pala ang nagaganap. And of course, thank you for watching this episode of Love Wins Live Forum. We hope you have a good Saturday, have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week for another episode of Love Wins.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.